Amara had never imagined that her life would take such a turn. At 17, she was still a girl, dreaming of a future filled with adventure, education, and love. But those dreams shattered the day her parents made a decision for her. A decision that was sealed with a signature and a heavy envelope of cash. She was to be married. Her groom, William Lancaster, was a 70-year-old American billionaire. A man with silver hair, piercing blue eyes, and a presence that commanded respect. He is old enough to be her grandfather. The wedding was a quiet, elegant affair in Bangkok, attended only by close associates of William and her parents, who had smiles on their faces that didn't quite reach their eyes. Amara felt numb, her heart filled with resentment. She had no choice. She was a pawn, sold like an object, and now she was leaving behind everything she had ever known. William took her to America, to his sprawling estate in California. It was unlike anything she had ever seen, a mansion overlooking the ocean, its golden lights shimmering against the deep blue waves. She expected coldness, control, and indifference. Instead, William was kind. He never demanded anything from her. He gave her space, respected her boundaries, and treated her like a princess. At first, Amara resisted. She wore her unhappiness like armor, refusing to let the extravagant shopping sprees, the luxurious yacht trips, or the designer gowns sway her. She didn't want to be bought, but William never tried to buy her affection. He simply wanted her to be happy. He hired the best tutors for her, encouraging her to study, to learn English, to explore the world she had been thrown into. He listened when she spoke, even when she ranted about how unfair life had been. He never raised his voice, never made her feel small. Slowly, the resentment in her heart began to thaw. One evening, as they stood on the deck of his yacht, watching the sun dip below the horizon, William handed her a book.
I noticed you like poetry. This is one of my favorites.
She looked at the leather-bound cover, running her fingers over the gold-embossed title. It was a collection of love poems from around the world. Her eyes met his, and for the first time, she saw more than just an old man. She saw the kindness in his soul, the way he cherished her not as a possession, but as a person. It was terrifying to admit, but her heart had started to betray her. She fell in love, not with his money nor his grand gestures, but with the man who saw her, who valued her, who gave her choices when the world had taken them away. And one evening, while in the garden together, when they looked deeply into each other's eyes, she knew she had made her choice. He had bought her once, but now she gave him her heart freely.